Patriots, everyone. And boy, as if the odds on this game haven't been ratcheted up enough, take a look at the pregame toss. Rex Ryan sent out 3 ex-Patriots as his team captains for the day. Larry Izzo, 53, Kevin O'Connell, the quarterback, the lineman Damian Woody, joined by Sean Ellis, back for his first game of the season after a 1-game suspension. Can this game live up to all the pregame expectations? Lawrence Maroney is deep for the Patriots. The Jets won the toss and they have deferred. They will kick off and we're underway at the Meadowlands. Maroney from the 1. Up to the 20-yard line. And Larry Izzo made the stop. Tom Brady looked like the Brady of old Monday night with 2 late touchdown passes for a come-from-behind win over Buffalo. He was 39 of 53 for 378 yards, threw a pick, but those 2 late touchdowns were huge in the win over the Bills. Wes Welker on the sideline. He was a game-time decision. Bill Belichick decided he's going to sit this one out. Randy Moss to the near side of the field as Brady starts in the shotgun, and it is loud. Maroney across the 30 to about the 32.5 for a first down. And the Patriots look like they are going to go no huddle. First down at the 33. Once again, Moss shifts to the near side of the field. Brady over the middle to Moss, hit at the 35, falls forward to the 36.
I think the no huddle is a smart idea. You've got a veteran quarterback. You heard Bill Cowher talk about it on the pregame show about using no huddle on the road, kind of a new fad. If you got the right people to run it, do it.
Lawrence Maroney, right side, and brought down just at the 40-yard line. David Harris and Darrelle Revis coming up to combine for the stop, and it'll be 3rd and 3 for New England.
Well, Rex Ryan certainly early on here, Greg, is getting what he asked for. Sent out a phone message to all Jets season ticket holders. A flag.
The 12th player did not get off the field prior to the snap. 5-yard penalty. Result, 1st and 10.
Rex Ryan asking John Perry who didn't get off the field, but someone didn't.
You know, those kind of silly mistakes are the ones that irritate a coach to no end.
And they'll march off the penalty to the 43-yard line.
Well, John Perry with the 5-yard penalty, it was 6 yards to go for a first down. So it did not move the sticks.
Maroney the lone back. Brady going to throw over the middle. Inside the 40-yard line is Joey Galloway, the 15-year veteran out of Ohio State, and a first down.
Well, pressure on this New England offensive line. The Jets come with a variety of blitzes, and let's put it this way. This is superb.
Maroney gets nowhere, brought up short of the 40-yard line, this time by Jim Leonard and Bart Scott.
That was a very comfortable pocket for Tom Brady on that last completion to Galloway. Galloway didn't have a reception last week, and without Wes Welker in today's lineup, Joey Galloway is going to have to shoulder his share of the burden.
Now number 11, the rookie wide receiver Julian Edelman on the field for New England. 2nd and 11. The give to Maroney, right side to maybe the 44. Brian Thomas, number 99, in on the stop. It'll be 3rd and 7.
And here we go into the first third and long setup for Brady, and we'll see what kind of a blitz Rex Ryan decides to dial up. They don't take all-out chances by bringing 7 people. They love to overload, either off the edge or up the middle. But normally it's only 5 people coming.
Brady from the shotgun. Incomplete. Bart Scott was in on Brady.
Well, that time, Greg, they come with 6. And to this side, it's the overload, and there's no one left to block. Every available Patriot to that side picks somebody up, but Bart Scott comes through unblocked and smartly doesn't put a helmet on Tom Brady, but drops him nonetheless with a good, clean shot.
Chris Hansen to kick. Jim Leonard back inside his own 10-yard line. And he will let this one float over his head, bounces at the goal line, and into the end zone. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, Mark Sanchez makes his debut in front of the home folks at the Meadowlands. Welcome back to the Meadowlands, everyone. Mark Sanchez, the rookie. Good enough on opening day at Houston, 272 yards and a touchdown. Thomas Jones in the backfield on first down, and Sanchez to throw. Got hit as he released the football, and that's a live ball, and it's inside the 5 and covered by Alan Faneca.
You could see the referee, John Perry, right off the bat. He does not rule this an incomplete pass. Mike Wright coming in from the defensive tackle spot hits Sanchez before the arms going forward, and fortunately Alan Faneca able to cover it. Not a doubt about that. He was cocking, getting ready to release, but had not started to throw. And Alan Faneca in the right place at the right time.
So Sanchez looking at a 2nd and 27 as he suffers his first career sack in the National Football League. Jones not even back to the 5-yard line as we check the offensive line in front of Sanchez. Ferguson, the 8-time Pro Bowler Alan Faneca, Mangold, Moore, and ex-Patriot Damian Woody. Sanchez with a strong ground game with Thomas Jones, talented receivers in Cotchery, Stuckey, and Dustin Keller. 3rd and 26. Last week, he was a perfect 6 for 6 on 3rd down. And now we get a timeout called by the Patriots. A little mix-up in personnel. They take a break. We'll take a break. 10:25 to play in the first. Boy, look at that shot. Not a cloud in the sky as we welcome you back to the Meadowlands. 3rd and 26 for Sanchez and the Jets from their own 4-yard line.
You can't have a more difficult situation for a quarterback.
Movement up front.
Well, let's make it 3rd and 28.
Looked like Damian Woody moved it right tackle.
Number 67.
He did.
Offense. Half the distance. 3rd down.
So it'll be 3rd and more.
Well, a couple mistakes so far on the Jets offensive line. Mike Wright gets the hit on Sanchez, gets inside Faneca to make the hit, and now we got a silly false start. Can you spell draw play?
Right up the middle. Out over the 5 to the 6, and that'll bring the punting unit on for the Jets.
I don't think that call surprised anybody. Don't let your rookie drop back into his own end zone this early in a ball game and needing nearly 30 yards to get a first down. Let's see if your defense can come through for you.
With Wes Welker sidelined, Kevin Falk returning the punt back at about the 50-yard line. Rutherford kicks it away. Going to come down at about the 50, and the fair catch is made right there by Falk. 9 minutes, 41 seconds to play. Considerably better field position for Tom Brady. It has been 50 years since the AFL made its first appearance, and these two franchises, the Boston Patriots and the New York Titans back then, met in the second week of the season, September 16th of 1960. It was the Patriots' first franchise victory. They beat the Titans by a score of 28-24. And as they continue to celebrate, we continue with the first quarter. The football at the Jet 49. Brady under pressure, throws, popped in the air and incomplete off the chest of Lawrence Maroney. 2nd and 10.
Well, Lawrence Maroney, a guy over the years, has been having injury problems. He's got good hands normally. Kevin Falk certainly does the bulk of the receiving for the running backs, but that's just the ball that Maroney's got to handle.
Patriots now spread the field with 5 receivers. Under pressure, throws to the outside, and that is complete to Joey Galloway.
Oh, and what a good tackle by Lito Shepherd. The blitz came from that side. Brady reads it. There comes the blitz off the edge. Galloway breaks off his route. A strike from Tom Brady, and if not for a sure tackle, that goes for an easy first down. Well done by Lito Shepherd.
Now on 3rd and 5. Here come the Jets. Brady got rid of it, throws it behind his receiver.
Joey Galloway trying to work the line judge for a flag. Let's take a look at it. Is it picked up in the middle? Yes, it is. Not too badly. And you can see Tom Brady expecting Joey Galloway to break to the sidelines. Well, a lot of contact there with Shepherd. The question is, was it beyond 5 yards? It was awfully close.
Jim Leonard once again deep for the Jets. Got it away, goes to the ground, no flag, fair catch called for, and made it about the 15-yard line. Chris Hansen got it away as the white jerseys were flying around him. No score at the Meadowlands. Greg Gumbel, Dan Deerdorf, and the rest of our CBS Sports crew at the Meadowlands as the Jets start first down at their own 15-yard line. Sanchez going to give it to Leon Washington, and not very much there. A couple, a loose ball comes out. Wasn't a dead ball.
I didn't hear a whistle before the ball came out, and it's New England's ball. Vince Wilfork was the first Patriot.
Field is a fumble recovered by New England. 1st and 10, New England.
And the first big break of the day goes to New England.
Right there at the end, you can see Leon trying to drive. Can't see from that angle when the ball came out exactly.
And the red flag has been thrown, so Rex Ryan is going to challenge it.
No knee is down yet. No knee is down yet. Still not. There's the knee down. But Leon, yeah, his back is to us, and I can't see exactly when the ball is pulled free.
New York is challenging the previous play that the runner was down by contact prior to the loose ball. We'll review the play. Timeout on the field.
So referee John Perry with his first big decision of the day. We'll take a break and come back.
This is directly from behind. Let's look at that right leg of Leon Washington and the left. There's the knee down. His knee is down, but we can't see the football. By how late the ball comes out, my instincts want to tell me that he was down. The problem for the official, he has to see the ball to make a definitive decision to overturn the call on the field, which was a fumble.
And we're talking about irrefutable evidence.
And I don't see how he can possibly see that.
Here we go.
After reviewing the call, play stands as called on the field.
I don't know how he could have gone any other way.
New York Jets are charged.
In my heart, I think Leon Washington was down, but there's no visual evidence to support that.
Exactly.
So
he didn't see any reason to overturn the call.
It's just on those sideline looks. Once Washington's knee touched, it's how long it was before the ball came flying out of there. But I think John Perry did exactly the right thing. He had no visual evidence to the contrary.
So here's a strange thing. The Patriots huddle up as they start now 1st and 10 from the Jets 17. Fred Taylor, the ex-Jacksonville Jaguars, in the backfield with Brady. Brady, penalty markers thrown, flag over the middle, inside the 10-yard line is the rookie Julian Edelman.
Holding, number 61, offense, 10-yard penalty, replay, first down.
That's the right guard, Stephen Neal.
Well, the last time the Jets defense had a heck of a series. New England got the ball at the 50-yard line. They forced a 3 and out. Now they're under the gun again, and what do they do on first down? They force a penalty. Let's face it, a holding call is a result of somebody on the defense doing a good job.
1st and 20. Coming up the middle, Brady got rid of it. It's tipped and incomplete.
Well, there's the overload in the middle, the crisscross blitz. This is maybe the hardest blitz in football for the offensive line to pick up. Watch the crisscross in the middle. Looping around to the outside, David Harris comes in unblocked. Tom gets rid of it early.
And David Harris got a hand on it. 2nd and 20. Brady 3 out of 7 for 26 yards. The give to Taylor. Taylor running room right side. Penalty markers fly as he goes inside the 15 to the 14. This will be against New England.
Holding, number 86, offense, 10-yard penalty, 2nd down.
The ex-New York Jet tight end Chris Baker guilty of the hold.
And of course he is right at the point of attack. There's Chris Baker working on Bart Scott, and Bart Scott has the outside shoulder, and Baker applies a complete tackle. I tell you, Bart Scott has become one heck of a football player.
2nd and 30. Brady, quick pass to the outside. Edelman brought down inside the 30 at the 27.
Well, that's the play that they run so often to Wes Welker. Of course, Welker inactive for today's game, so Edelman's going to have to fill that role. That's asking a lot for this rookie from Kent State, but that's exactly the move you make. You pick up your block and you break it back to the inside, and there is Wes Welker with a balky knee sitting this one out.
3rd and 20. One tackler, got rid of it and missed his man inside the 15. That was Joey Galloway. The Jets said over and over the idea is to flush Brady from the pocket and make him throw on the move.
I think that was Sean Ellis that he ducks. Watch from the left side of your screen. Tommy senses it. No, it's not Ellis coming from behind. Brian Thomas, 99 instead, but what intuitive feelings by Tom Brady to duck the blindside hit at the last second.
Stephen Gostkowski from 45 yards out. Looks good. And is. 6:50 to play, first quarter. The Patriots take advantage of the turnover for a 3-0 lead. You have to go all the way back to November 17th of the '91 season for the last time a Jets running back lost a fumble on a rushing play against the New England Patriots. That's a span of 35 games. Leon Washington a few minutes ago lost this one, and it turned into a field goal for the New England Patriots. Leon Washington is now deep and trying to find a way to make amends for his goof.
Boy, those uniforms have changed a great deal on both sides of the ball, haven't they?
Washington from 2 yards deep in the end zone. To the 20. To the 30. And out across the 35 to about the 38-yard line. Eric Alexander with the stop. While we have a moment, it's not too late to sign up for the only free fantasy league that is the league with live scoring, video, and more. You could also win exclusive prizes like a trip for two to Super Bowl 44. You want NFL fantasy? Play NFL.com free fantasy.
Well, that's what Leon Washington can do so well. Give your team good field position. A little breathing room now for Sanchez.
Mark Sanchez and the Jets looking for their first down of the afternoon. Sanchez going to throw far side of the field. Intended for Chauncey Stuckey. While we have a moment to James Brown in New York. I'm going to get back to you to find out what assiduously means, JB.
As well he should have, JB.
2nd and 10. Jones across the 40 to the 41. Stop made by big Vince Wilfork in the middle.
Well, the Pro Bowl nose tackle there, number 75. He is a space eater. It is tough to root him out of there. Of course, this is a gap defense played by the New England Patriots. He was shocked when Richard Seymour was traded to the Raiders. He was very vocal about it. Good friend, good teammate, but you know what? Life goes on. You got to play the game, and that's exactly what Wilfork. He's been in on a couple big plays already.
Here's a 3rd and 7 facing the Jets now as we dip under 6 minutes to play. With time, pulls it down, flips it out here to the side, and that is complete. Dustin Keller, the tight end, but he'll be short of the first down at the 45.
Well, and only a 4-man rush that time by New England, so there's 7 guys back in coverage. Bill Belichick, I think, wanting to give Mark Sanchez a different look every single down for as long as he can. And those of you who know Belichick's career know he can do that for a long time.
Steve Rutherford kicking it away. Here's Kevin Falk at the 17 and hit immediately by Ahmad Carroll, 5th-year defensive back out of Arkansas. Okay, last season's #1 new show is back. Emmy nominee Simon Baker stars in The Mentalist. The season premieres Thursday after CSI, only CBS. 5:16 to play in the first quarter. New England with the ball and a 3-0 lead. They'll start now from their own 18-yard line. The fake to Taylor. The pass out to Edelman in the flat. He works his way for maybe a 2-yard gain. Talking to Tom Brady and talking with Matt Light, his offensive lineman, they both reiterated how important it would be to communicate when they came to the line against this Jet defense.
Well, again, they studied a lot of tape of Baltimore. It's exactly the same defense that Ryan ran with the Ravens. Same terminology, same everything. They studied more Baltimore than they did Jets tape.
Here's Taylor to about the 26. Once again to the assiduous JB in New York. All right, JB, thank you. 3rd and 2. And the Jet fans rise to the occasion. Brady out of the shotgun. Now that's communication.
Well, identifying the mic in terms of protection.
Brady near side, Moss, and Revis is right there. but he got enough for the first down.
Watching Randy Moss during the course of his career, this guy was nothing more than a sideline route runner when he first came into the NFL. And now that he's with the Patriots, his ability to work in traffic, something I'm not sure I ever thought I'd see. Catching the short crossing routes, things like that where you know he's going to take a hit.
First third down conversion of the day by either side, and the Patriots get it. This is Fred Taylor for a couple, and once again to James Brown. Revis matched up today against Randy Moss, 2nd and 7. Taylor bides his time, breaks forward close to the 40-yard line. He'll be just short of a first down. Fred Taylor, so many years, it's so strange not to see him in a Jacksonville uniform.
Well, he's 16th all time on the NFL rushing list. This former Gator, and here we got a quick snap.
And Brady with the sneak for the first down.
Well, the defenses in this game so far have pretty much been as advertised. Both of these guys excellent coaches in devising a scheme. Nobody's put together anything resembling a string of first downs yet.
From the 41. This is Revis down here on 81, Randy Moss. Brady going to go deep for Moss. Revis is there and picked it off. And is brought down by Moss back at the 16-yard line. Darrelle Revis, first thing he told us the other day was he was going to be out there on Revis Island against Randy Moss, and he came through.
Well, I thought that halfway through that pattern that Randy Moss started to feather it back. And Tom Brady launched it thinking that Randy Moss was flying, and he wasn't. You saw the pump. Tom knew he had to get rid of it. But about 20 yards down the field, I thought Randy Moss choked it back a gear, and then he tried to speed up to catch up to the ball. Brady outthrew him right to Revis. What a play by this talented young corner. But I think Randy Moss threw Tom Brady a bit of a curveball in how fast he ran that pattern, or lack of speed.
Sanchez on first down gives to Thomas Jones, and he doesn't get much. Back to Revis for a second. We were asking Rex Ryan if he was taking a chance putting Revis against Randy Moss one-on-one, and he said, frankly, I think Darrelle Revis is the best corner in football.
Yeah, there's no lack of confidence coming from his head coach, and you talk to players around the league, he might be on the cusp of becoming that kind of a player.
Revis Island didn't look too bad then, did it?
No, it did not. So you see Tom and Randy talking about it over on the Patriots bench.
Leon Washington in the backfield on 2nd and 8. And here's Leon to about the 27.
Let's go back and take a look at this pattern that Randy Moss runs against Darrelle Revis. Right there, you see, I didn't think Randy Moss was running. I don't know if he was thinking about breaking off the pattern or whatever. He almost looked surprised when he looked up and saw that the ball was in the air.
Then again, what Darrelle did tell us on Friday was that Randy Moss likes to try to lull you to sleep at times.
Well, I think he lulled Brady to sleep there.
3rd and 4. Sanchez will work from the shotgun. Still looking for their first down of the afternoon. Far side of the field, incomplete.
Ooh, dangerous.
Overthrowing the tight end, Dustin Keller. First time Darrelle Revis and Randy Moss got together opening weekend of the 07 season here at the Meadowlands, and all Randy Moss did was go 51 yards for a touchdown here. Revis's first game and Moss's first game and touchdown as a Patriot as the Pats won it 38-14. This kick is going to take a jet bounce to about the 40-yard line. And that's where it'll come to rest as the first quarter comes to an end. We've played one quarter here at the Meadowlands. At least it's all zeros on the clock. Let's see if John Perry's going to put time on the clock.
But the first quarter.
Nope, end of the first quarter. For all of the talk leading up to it, we get a 3-point game. 3-0 as we head to the second. You're watching the NFL on CBS. A look at the numbers for each quarterback after 1 quarter of play as we start the second. The Patriots have had the better field position. Average start, their own 42, compared to the Jets starting from their own 22. From the 40-yard line, Brady with time throws incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Oh, and that's going to be on Bart Scott. And Bart Scott gave every appearance that he just kicked a Patriots receiver, a guy on the ground. Edelman's right at his feet.
After the play, personal foul, number 57 of the defense. 15-yard penalty with an automatic first down.
Watch at the conclusion of this play. Now, well, let me tell you something. From this angle at the press box, it looked like he delivered a kick. When you look at it there was nothing.
It was in slow motion, but it still made no sense. It's not smart.
But geez, the official to the same side that we are on called it. What an optical illusion. He didn't kick him.
Maroney. Wrapped up at the Jet 43. Let's take another look.
Yeah, let's look at it one more time. Now, granted, that's in slow motion, and yes, it's his shin up against the side, but man, he certainly didn't kick him. But I can tell you what the linesman to this side, what he saw, it sure looked like he did.
Maroney dragged down at the 41 by Donald Strickland, number 27. It'll be a 3rd and 6 for the Patriots. Let's see how many the Jets bring against Brady.
Well, they're trying hard not to declare themselves, letting Tom go through his play calls. Here comes a safety.
Brady throws far side, nobody there, incomplete, penalty marker. Lito Shepard, the defender on that side of the field.
Prior to the pass being thrown, illegal contact, number 26 defense. 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
Well, let's see what kind of contact we've got here. That's past 5 yards. Well, no question. I know that didn't have a huge impact on the play, but the reality is you can't put your hands, especially both hands, on a receiver that far past the 5-yard limit. You just can't do it. It's an invitation to have a flag thrown.
The Jets killing themselves with penalties. First down, New England at the 36. Brady steps up, throwing deep for the end zone. Tipped away. Shepard came back to make the play.
Well, 15-year Joey Galloway showing he still has some speed. Initially, a good pickup. Tom Brady has to readjust a little bit in the pocket. Yeah, Kerry Rhodes finally gets there, but Galloway is open. And the ball thrown behind him and a little underneath. A little more out front. That's an easy Patriots touchdown. But Tom Brady was under duress. Kerry Rhodes finally got there.
2nd and 10. Whistles.
Oh, look out.
Delay game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Now you can see that this defense of Rex Ryan's, it has got the Patriots thinking. There is nothing even resembling really good timing going on with the New England offense. course, the Jets offense is non-existent. They've got a grand total of 3 yards so far in the game.
They'd just like a first down.
A lot of pressure here on the defense of the Jets to keep them in it here early.
2nd and 15. Brady with time over the middle. Edelman complete inside the 20, inside the 15-yard line to the 12, and a first down. Jim Leonard made the tackle.
Well, I'll be doggone if Edelman isn't doing his best Wes Welker imitation here. He looks, that's Welker's pattern, a classic coming across underneath on the crossing pattern. And Tom Brady showing that he is not afraid to let the youngster in on the action.
Here's Falk to the 10.
Well, the New York defense has been on the field for an awful long time. They're being called on here to see if they can't get out of here just with New England getting another field goal attempt.
Falk once again in the backfield alongside Brady. 2nd and 8.
They put Moss in the slot to get him away from Rivas.
Brady looks right, throws, complete to Falk out of the backfield to the 7.
And there's our guy, showing that there's a lot more to him than just coverage skills. Darrelle Rivas, a good tackler as well. Sitting here in the zone, that's his flat responsibility, and doesn't matter whether it's a back or receiver, he comes up to make the hit.
So from the 7-yard line, a 3rd and 5, Patriots can get a first down without scoring the touchdown. Play clock down to 2, down to 1. They get the snap off. Brady looking left, throwing left, and missed his man at the goal line. Intended for Edelman. And that will bring Gostowski in the field goal unit arm.
Now at first blush, you say that Tom Brady just overthrew him. You can see Tom's looking at him all the way. That was a whistler right through Edelman's outstretched hands. And Tom, yes, I think Tom could have delivered a better pass there, and he knows it.
So this will be a 25-yarder. A 45-yard field goal earlier. Gostowski gets it away, and the kick is good. 2 visits to the red zone. 2 field goals for the Patriots. They lead it 6-0. And Wednesdays on Showtime, the Emmy Award-winning Inside the NFL returns. Join JB, Phil Simms, Chris Collinsworth, Warren Sapp on the longest-running show on cable. Inside the NFL, Wednesdays on Showtime. 6-0 New England. 11.5 minutes to play in the first half. Leon Washington from 5 yards deep in the end zone to the 20. Big hole up the middle, and he bursts through to the 32 or 33-yard line. Pierre Woods makes the stop. We'll take a timeout. Mark Sanchez and the Jets on offense after this. Welcome back, everyone, as Sanchez tries to jumpstart the Jets offense, which had 462 total yards a week ago against Houston. Just 3 so far today. They give to Thomas Jones, who breaks across the 40 to the 43.
Well, the offense for the Jets so far has been hard to find out here. One fumble there, Mike Wright forces that one. They do recover that one. Unfortunately, they don't recover the next one. This one by Leon Washington is recovered by New England. And then it has been a lot of incomplete passes and not very productive. This is only their 11th play so far. They've run 11 plays so far in this game. That's not getting it done.
Here's Thomas Jones again. And Jones breaks across close to midfield, and that is the first down earned by the Jets offense today.
New England has made an adjustment defensively. They've had to go to a 4-3 defense. because they lost Gerard Mayo, who's going to be out for an undetermined amount of time because of that knee injury. Gary Guyton takes his place in the middle, but they're going to go predominantly in the early downs with 4 defensive linemen.
Now on first down, Jones again. And Jones with another first down to the 40-yard line.
And you can see right there that they're going right up into the middle, right at Gary Guyton. You know, Vince Wilfork is used to playing on the nose. Now he's going to have to play on a guard a lot in a 4-3 alignment. And Guyton, while the Patriots like Guyton, number 59, a free agent from last year, Mayo was the real leader of this defensive linebacker group, their leading tackler.
Quick pass to the outside. That is complete to Chauncey Stuckey. And Stuckey out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
Wow, and it seems like the Jets have finally awakened here offensively. Just a simple little pass in the slot, floating to the outside, and then Stuckey just makes something happen. And look at Brad Smith downfield blocking in front of it. Excellent job by Brad Smith, creating extra yardage for his teammate.
Here's Leon Washington, tripped up at the line of scrimmage, falls forward to the 22. Vince Wilfork with the stop.
Now there's a reason that number 75 here keeps getting voted to Pro Bowls. That was a trap. You could see Damian Woody coming over trying to kick it to the inside. That's more on the running back than anything else. I think he hit the wrong hole. He kicked it too far to the outside. That should have been more up the middle.
45 yards on 5 plays for the Jets on this drive. Here's Washington. Now Brad Smith. Smith to the 20. Still going to the 15-yard line and close to a first down.
Well, Brad Smith, like Julian Edelman for the Patriots, a former college quarterback who's made the adjustment to the NFL, being a receiver. Of course, anytime you run that play and you run a reverse and you put the ball in Brad Smith's hands, remember he's a threat to throw at it as well.
4th first down of this drive. 2 tight ends now, and Thomas Jones back in the backfield. He gets the handoff, and he may have gotten a yard before Jarvis Green brought him down.
Now there's still talent on this defensive line for New England. Vince Wilfork, Ty Warren, a former number 1 pick. Mike Wright, we saw him make the play earlier, hitting Sanchez, forcing a fumble. Jarvis Green, an outstanding pass rusher. Even without Richard Seymour, who's now playing in Oakland, still talent in blue.
Jets spread the field on 2nd and 9. Their first trip to the red zone. Quick pass is going to go nowhere. Getting wrapped up at the 20-yard line is Stuckey. Jonathan Wilhite was the first in on it.
Lots of changes defensively for New England. Take a look at the talent that is either retired or is now playing someplace else. Teddy Bruschi, Richard Seymour, Mike Vrabel, Rodney Harrison, Ellis Hobbs. And then on top of it all, last week losing Mayo, Bill Belichick has got a little duct tape going on. Now they've added quality people with Springs and Bodden. But still, those are large shoes to fill.
On 3rd and 13, the give is to Washington up the middle, and that'll get it back to the 15-yard line. Jets fans don't like that call at all.
Well, I think the Jets fans are going to have to realize that anytime you are nurturing a rookie quarterback, you're not going to get the same calls that you might get if it was Chad Pennington or Tom Brady or some veteran quarterback under center.
Jay Feely has made 15 in a row. From 33 yards out, 16 in a row. 5:59 to play in the first half. The Jets are on the board and cut New England's lead to 6-3. Welcome back, everyone. And look at Tom Brady and Randy Moss. in conference.
They see something. They're talking about somebody there. Well, Tom Brady, 8 of 17, 0 touchdowns and 1 interception. I think Rex Ryan would have been happy to hear about those numbers.
Here's Maroney, 2 yards deep in the end zone. 15, got outside. Penalty marker is down, and he's run out of bounds at the 30. Here's John Perry.
During the return, holding number 88 of the return team. Half the distance, 1st and 10, timeout.
Sam Aiken with the hold. That'll back the Patriots up, and we'll take a break and come back to the Meadowlands. Welcome back, everyone. The New England Patriots with their worst starting field position of the day. They start from their own 9-yard line, and Sammy Morris into the game for the first time today for New England. Number 34 in the backfield alongside Tom Brady. And he'll take the handoff. And he gets a couple, maybe out to the 12-yard line. It's been a rough first half for Tom Brady at times, Dan.
Well, yeah, it really has. Of course, remember, he's missing Wes Welker, but that time Bart Scott got in on a blitz. The interception here, it looked like some confusion with Randy Moss's pattern. And again, that pressure led to that throw that was a little bit behind and allowed Lito Shepherd to come in and make a heck of a play on it. But Tom Brady below 50%. Take a snapshot. That's rare.
Brady now with the field spread on 2nd and 7. Throwing far side of the field and complete. Intended for Morris. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Now you can see Sammy Morris there expressing a little frustration. That's Bart Scott he's trying to work against. Keep in mind, that's all within the 5 yards. That's perfectly legal by that linebacker. That was a heck of a good play by Bart Scott. He took Morris completely out of that pattern with a good chuck right into his chest.
Brady 2 for his last 7 with an interception. With time, crossing pattern, and we have whistles. And a timeout was called by the Jets before the snap.
Prior to the play, timeout, New York.
5:01 to play.
Second.
We're coming back. Interesting timeout call, Dan.
Well, it certainly worked for the Jets. New England had enough yardage to move the sticks. Now they've got to try it again.
Morris in the backfield, 3rd and 7.
Look at the Jets moving all over, really trying to confuse the look.
And Brady wants a timeout.
And they did. Mission accomplished.
Each team now down to 1 timeout remaining here in the first half. Hey, we remind you, this is a doubleheader Sunday here on CBS. Coming up later on today, the Super Bowl champion Pittsburgh Steelers in Chicago against the Bears, the Baltimore Ravens out in San Diego against the Chargers, or the Cleveland Browns out in Denver against the Broncos. We ask you to check your local listing.
Greg, think there's any pressure on Jay Cutler in Chicago to play a little better against Pittsburgh?
Because the Bears fans aren't too demanding.
You know, if you're looking to pull a big game, I'm not sure Pittsburgh's the team that I'd want to have to do it against. Granted, Troy Polamalu is out, but still. A lot of pressure, I think, on the shoulders of Mr. Cutler.
Word we get from the sideline for the Jets, Lito Shepherd, the cornerback, has a quad injury. His return is questionable. Dwight Lowery on the field at cornerback.
Look at everybody moving around up front for the Jets.
Here they come. Brady throwing, crossing pattern, juggled and caught for a first down by Randy Moss to the 22.
Well, they ran that crossing blitz again up the middle, but it was pretty well picked up by New England and the quick pattern. Again, watch the looping in the middle. Do you see it? Here they come, but that's just a good, quick throw and release by Tom.
And here's Kevin Falk. Falk to about the 25-yard line. You know, Dan, you and I talked all the way out here to the stadium this morning about just how chippy this game might be. John Perry and his officiating crew told us before the game that they fully expected and would look out for it, but we haven't seen that.
No, we haven't yet. John said if I have to, I'll stop it and go talk to both sides and try to get this under control. It was quite a war of words going all week, mostly from the Jets camp, but you're right. It hasn't been chippy or cheap at all.
But there's time.
Well, it's been hard hitting.
4:05 to play here in the first half.
But it's been legit.
Brady throwing back the other way. It has Ben Watson, the tight end, to the 31. That'll be about a yard shy of the first down. Here's Kerry Rhodes, the Jets safety.
I like guys to be confident, but this is a little over the top. I'm trying to remember last time I saw a player say something like that, where a win wasn't good enough. We want to embarrass them.
Penalty marker down as Brady went for the first down.
Illegal formation on the offense. Number 13 was not on the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
That was Joey Galloway who wasn't lined up properly.
Well, when you run a quick snap like that, it's up to everyone else on the offense to fly up to the football and make sure that you're exactly where you need to be in a legitimate formation. Galloway was off the line of scrimmage instead of being on it.
The Jets, with all the penalties early, New England's been playing catch-up. 3rd and 6. Brady on the slant, and he's got Galloway now for a first down.
Good adjustment by Galloway going to the slant. Tom Brady realizes it's a 6-man rush coming at him from the Jets, and that's the way you work on it. That's what it looks like on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Of course, that's against air, but that's exactly the way it worked out. Nice work between the two.
2:50 to play in the first half. Brady for Galloway. And Galloway to the 46.5-yard line. That'll be about a yard short of the first down. The game plan defensively for Rex Ryan and the Jets is very simple. They want to try to confuse Tom Brady as much as possible because Rex says, you know, if Tom Brady knows what you're doing, you're in for a long day.
I think confusing Tom Brady is one of those things that's easily said.
There's Kevin Falk. And Falk has a first down to the 49.
More important than confusing Tom Brady is confusing the guys in front of Tom Brady. If you can confuse them enough to where you get a free blitzer that plants Mr. Brady, that's what you're really looking for.
They aren't going to get a snap off before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half of the Meadowlands defensive battle led by the Patriots. 6-3. Hey, coming up on the Sprint Halftime Report, JB, Dan, Boomer, Coach Cowher, all the latest NFL scores and highlights. Coming up on the Sprint Halftime Report, our friend and colleague Shannon Sharp not there, being enshrined into the Denver Ring of Fame. Our congratulations to Shannon, as shy as he is. I just hope he'll find the words to express himself. Each team with one timeout remaining. Brady outside. That one is complete to Edelman, and Edelman breaks free. And out of bounds inside the Jet 35-yard line.
Boy, you put a lot of pressure on your corners to make a solid tackle when you come with 6, which is what happened that time. Again, the New York Jets coming with a rush that didn't get there. And Edelman is showing us a little something. Now, this guy could really run in college. A lot of total offense yards at Kent State.
7th-round draft choice. Brady, deeper drop this time. And then coming across from the other direction. This one is complete to Sammy Morris, who is down inside the Jet 20-yard line. Clock continues to move. 1:40 to play in the half.
Why is it the closer we get to halftime or the end of a game, Tom Brady just seems to be getting sharper and sharper? That was a heck of a catch by Sammy Morris. That ball was out in front of him and a little low. He had to really scoop to pick it up. That was well done by number 34 there. The old man still knocking him down.
Patriots at the Jet 18. to Watson, and Watson to the 10. 65 seconds to play in the half.
If you're a Jets fan, don't you think they're just sitting there going, I've seen this before. Crunch time, and I'm watching number 12 sit back there, and everything just seems to get a little more precise.
Now,
and 7 out of 8 is precise.
On their last 2 trips to the red zone, New England settled for field goals. Second and 2. 35 seconds, and the clock is ticking. Quick pass. Edelman bouncing in, grabbed it at the 5. No, incomplete.
Well, keep in mind, Edelman's just making the conversion to wide receiver, and he snaps his head upfield to see where traffic is before he had completely looked it into his hands. I wonder how many times he's told his receivers in college, look it in. A bit of an improvement.
Pretty good on third downs lately. 3rd and 2. With time, throwing, popped up into the air. Moss is there. Incomplete. Randy Moss was almost in the right place at the right time.
Almost. I think Randy, he knew he wasn't any part of that play, and all of a sudden you could see him do a double take when he saw the ball floating up there in the air.
And Jim Leonard with the timely push.
Yeah, I don't know a way that Moss could have come down with his feet in bounds.
Kostowski from 29 yards. And it's good. So once again, a red zone trip ends in a field goal for the New England Patriots. With 17 seconds to play in the first half, they lead it now by a score of 9-3.
Well, Tom Brady's got a lot of yards, no touchdowns, but they have put 3 on the board. You can see Tom Brady with 149 total yards, but the rating with no touchdowns and an interception, not very productive. The Jets have got to be fairly pleased with themselves that they've only surrendered 3 field goals, considering that their offense has done virtually nothing.
I got to tell you, I hate quarterback ratings.
Well, I know well, who can explain it? Who can explain it? But I can explain this. The Jets have -2 passing yards so far in this half, and only 55 total. Now, to only be down 9-3 at this point in the game, you got to be pretty pleased by that.
And with those numbers, Mark Sanchez has a higher passer rating than Tom Brady does.
Yeah. So, case maybe.
Leon Washington will not get his hands on this one. This is squib, and it bounces back, and now Washington does grab it.
Oh, you were wrong.
And Washington looking for running room and doesn't find any. He's down at the 23. Brett Lockett with the stop, and 10 seconds now showing on the clock.
And when you have a team where one unit on the team has been as ineffective as the Jets offense has been here today, for it only to be 9-3 right now, I think Rex Ryan will run into the locker room and try to get this offense untracked, but realizes it could be a whole lot worse.
Let's see if Mark Sanchez launches one here. We have movement up front.
False start. Number 67. Offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
That's the expatriate Damian Woody, the right tackle. Damian, the last 6 seasons with New England and 4 with the Detroit Lions before that.
One of those 4 number 1 draft picks on this offensive line for the Jets.
And Leon Washington going to get the handoff to run the clock out here as he goes down at the 20-yard line, and time will expire here in the first half. Defense on both sides. Not a whole lot of offense. That's the end of the first half. 9-3 Patriots. The Spread halftime report after this message and a word from your local station.